Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are at Yarny Thursday, and I decided that I was going to. I started. I started one of those. What do you call the? Um, it's six sides. What is that called? Anyway, because I'm going to make myself a fall sweater. If this comes out really good, I'm going to make this next year for you guys. So I was just playing around with a pattern that was in my head. So anyway, I thought I would sit here and crochet and talk to you guys. I wanted to give you an update on my health. I was not sleeping good because I have sleep apnea. So I was tired all the time. And so this happened like in February. I called to get the sleep study test done. And they was like, now I live up in Sunbury, Ohio, and the Columbus area too. And they was like, well, we can't get you in until June. And this was in February. I was so tired. It was, I don't know how I kept up with everything. I really don't this year. But I did. I only missed 2 days. Actually, there was a Thursday and a Friday that I had missed. But I was like, well, okay. So, I mean, there was nothing we could do. I said, is there that many people that have sleep apnea or have sleep problems, that you couldn't get in until June from February? And so then a week before I was due to get the test, and I was going to go into the hospital to do the test. That's what was my appointment, was for the hospital. And the week before, they called me and said, well, your insurance is not going to pay for the in-hospital test. And I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. But your insurance will pay for the at-home test. And I was so upset. And my daughter, she was like, but Mom, that's even better because you sleep better at home than you would at the hospital anyway. And I said, well, I guess that makes sense. But they couldn't do the in-home one until July. So here's another month I'm waiting on just to get the test done. So I finally, July comes and it takes 2 nights to do the test. So I do the test and I get that sent in. And a week later, they called me and said, well, we need to set up an appointment so we can go over the test results. I'm like, okay, when can we get this done? Mind you, this is in July. Oh, we can't get you in until September. And so I said, I don't know if I can wait that long. I have been waiting since the beginning of the year pretty much, because that's when I noticed that I was so tired all the time. And I was just so tired that I was going into work every day. I was keeping up with my videos. And there were days that I could have just sat and bawled because I was so tired that I couldn't stand it. And you can ask my husband. When I get tired, I am crabby. So finally, September comes. And in the meantime, I'm like, okay, we've got to do something. So I went and got some Benadryl because Benadryl puts me out. I was taking 2 pills a night to go to sleep. But I still wasn't getting the deep sleep that I needed. And I was only getting like 25 minutes to 30 minutes of deep sleep a night, which you're supposed to be getting 1 to 2 hours, So Anyway, I finally go in, and she was like, oh my goodness, she knew I was tired. She goes, well, I just wanted to let you know you have chronic. And the only way that to help you is you need the machine. It's the sleep apnea machine. And I was like, okay. So about 2 weeks later in October, I get the sleep apnea machine. And I was just thinking though, this whole year trying to get my sleep apnea under control has been terrible, you know. And I was thinking what they should do is they should pull all the people with severe sleep apnea up front and say, we need to see you first. And then whenever, when it goes down, next people, that's down a little bit. But that was just crazy. Anyway, I had to wait almost a whole year. Not quite, but almost. It felt like it anyway. So I have had my sleep apnea machine for about 2 weeks, actually. It's been about 14 days. And I was very surprised at how well I did with that. I they said it might take you a week or two. You just got to keep trying, to get used to the machine. I was used to the machine the second day. And I loved the machine actually, because I finally got my sleep, and I'm now, 2 weeks later, I'm getting the amount of REM I'm supposed to have, the amount of deep sleep I'm supposed to have, and I'm getting the right amount of oxygen in my body too. So I was having 54 episodes an hour before, and now I'm only having anywhere from 0 to 2 episodes. So that's been a lot better too. And I always wondered about that because they said that whenever when you're sleeping and all of a sudden your head hurts, your body's telling you, or your brain's telling me, you don't have enough oxygen in your body. So anyway, I guess that's what they called episodes. So I didn't know anything about that because when I went in to get my machine, there was a class. There was like 3 of us in this class, and we were there for an hour learning how to use this machine and all the stuff about it and everything. So I was not expecting that. I just thought somebody was just going to go over the machine. I was not expecting that it was a class, but it was the most interesting thing that I have been through. And the most terrible thing. And I do hope that, well, now that I have the machine, I should be fine. Anyway, that was my story on the machine. I think that's the craziest thing. I mean, oh my gosh, that was terrible. Oh, so, um, anyway. So far, um, my health is okay, except for I have asthma, and then I have asthma attacks once in a while. So, I need to get the weight off. But before, I couldn't even get the weight off because I wasn't getting enough sleep. And that goes hand in hand. Um, you need enough sleep in order to get the weight off. So, I'm going to give it a couple more weeks, and then we're going to try to get the weight off again and see how that goes. Um, because of all that and everything now, I'm over 300 pounds, which I have never weighed that much in my life. This is the most I've ever weighed in my life. I just need prayers, I think. If you guys can pray for me, I appreciate it. And hopefully I can get, some of this weight off. I've got over 100 pounds to lose. So, but we're going to take it 50 at a time. I'm going to take it 50 at a time. I'm going to try to lose 50 pounds. And after that, we'll try to lose 50 more. So we'll see how the first 50 goes. And it'll probably come off quicker than the next 50 will. Probably. No doubt. Full of water. I'm having swelling problems. My grandmother died of congestive heart failure. And I'm so worried. She suffered so bad with that. And the doctor said that it was the worst kind of congestive heart failure he'd ever seen. And so now that I'm swelling up, I'm so worried that I'm going to come down with that, you know. Um, maybe it has something to do with the sleep, but I'm on a water pill. I still swell. My legs swell up. And then there's this rash that comes on my legs and my feet because of the swelling. And I just have a rough time because I always tell myself, I do not have time for all this, all these health problems. I don't have time for it. And I don't. I've got videos to do. I have to go to work every day. I work from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Um, you know, I hate it when something happens. I hate growing old. I'm 2 years from 60. And I am not looking forward to it because I'm afraid that there's going to be other things come up. But if I don't get this weight off, I know there's going to be other things come up. So I think that's the first thing that I need to do is to get this weight off as much as I possibly can. And I think that'll also help my sleep too, and with the oxygen and everything. So, but right now I have the machine and it's helping. And my daughter couldn't believe how quickly I got onto the machine because, like she even said, it usually takes 1 to 2 weeks for you to get used to that machine. But I love that machine. I think it's hilarious because I told the doctor that I move every I like toss and turn. And she says, yes, you toss and turn because you're not sleeping good. But believe me, once you have this machine, you're not going to toss and turn. Oh my gosh, she was right. So I may move maybe 2 or 3 times during the night. Um, but and then before I was getting up 3 or 4 times a night going to the bathroom, and I told her about that too, and she says, well, that's because your body's not getting enough oxygen, and your body is using that to get you up out of bed, so your body can get oxygen. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now I get up once in the middle of the night. Only once. I can't get over what a big difference this machine has made in my life. My girlfriend, she also has a machine. And she told me, she goes, Kendra, this is going to change your life. Boy, was she right. It is a life-changing thing. I can't get over it myself. I told her, I said, yep, you were right. It's a life-changing thing. Um, so I probably look better on the videos too. Because I was just so tired before. I had bags, like really dark circles under my eyes, and now those circles have practically went away. Um, so that's why I had such dark circles under my eyes, because I was so tired. Oh my gosh. So anyway, there is my update on my health. And I thought that I would just sit here and crochet and talk to you guys. I hope that's okay for this Yarny Thursday. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing. I think that I had, let's see what we have this week. Because I think every week it's been going up like 10 at a time. I cannot believe how fast that my subscribers is going up. Yeah, 333 subscribers. And I think it was 323 last week. So I really, really want to thank you guys for subscribing. And I hope that you're having a lot of fun with the stuff that I'm bringing in. And I know I was so excited about this Halloween shawl that we've been working on, and we're going to finish it up this coming Monday. So excited about it. And, I hope you guys really enjoyed making that shawl. And if you did, send me pictures of it. Because I'm sure you probably used different colors than I did, So I think that they still will look kind of different. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet and you watch my channel, please push that subscribe button. Because I am trying to get my numbers up. So, and if you have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. So I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.